the first thing is there's programmed auto mode here. So that's the simplest to use, and it auto adjusts the aperture and the frame rate and the white balance. Okay, then there is shutter priority mode, in which you get to control how fast the shutter speed is. So when you select that, of course, the shorter the shutter speed, the less light it's gonna, or sorry, the faster the shutter speed, the less light it is going to be able to let into the lens. So the more we go over here, you can see the image will get darker. And it's analyzing, and that's the max it'll let you go to at this moment, but it will change depending on your situation. Say I zoom in to this light here, then it lets me go all the way, okay, here to 1/2000th of a second. But that hardly, that gives you all the action right there, but it hardly lets any light in, so it's got to be a super bright day for you to choose that. So I'll zoom back out here. We'll go all the way back to our nice 1/8 of a second. But then you can see there it's sort of jerky. So you want to stay around 160 if you're doing it yourself. But normally I just say on program auto. Then we've got the aperture priority. So that's literally how much light gets into the lens. So you can change that. Here is, again, the farther you go, the less light it can let in, so they're sort of intertwined into one. It's just, you mess with the shutter speed if you want to catch every little bit of that sports event. Then we've got the Cine mode, which is quite great because that will adjust all the colors to make it look more realistic as a movie. Now, along with that, you're going to also want to choose the 24p progressive 24 frames per second to make it look more like real movies. Real movies have 24 frames per second instead of 30 or 29.97 or whatever this is. So then we've got portrait, which is more meant for if you're taking people scenes. So that's nice. So those are the simple settings. Then you can change the white balance for different scenes, fluorescent light, cloudy day, stuff like that. Also, there's effects like fade in, fade out, that you can add the digital effects here. Fade trigger, white, black and white, sepia, art, sort of weird. And then also there's image effects as in vivid, neutral, low sharpening, soft skin detail. All these things change some stuff. I haven't really messed with them much because I've been doing the auto mode, and some people might like to dive in and mess with it. I'm definitely now in the second video, sorry. So also I'll just jump into this here. There's 3 different modes on the camera, on the side of the camera here. There is the photo mode, so that's the first one, photo mode, and then there's video mode. I'm having issues here. There's video mode. This is why I changed cameras, because this autofocus really sucks. And then there's dual shot mode, which allows you to take pictures and video at the same exact time, which I really, really, really love. So I showed you all the on-screen features. Now let me show you the ones that you can adjust while you're actually recording video here. The ones you can adjust, here we go again, there's that autofocus issue. Okay, so the ones that you can adjust here are, while you're recording, you just press the middle select button on the joystick, and there we go, or the down button on the joystick, and it'll bring up all the settings you're able to adjust while you're recording, such as the digital effect. So if you applied a digital effect, you just turn that setting on, and then you will be able to fade in, fade out. Then we have one of my favorites here. It's called pre-record. Basically, you set pre-record on, and you tilt the camera any which way, and like during a sports event, and say you don't want to waste all that video memory time and you want to capture right the moment. So, okay, so all you have to do is just point it at the action, and as soon as the action comes, you don't have to worry about the missing the action. You just press the record button as soon as you see it come, and it'll record automatically add in the last 3 seconds of you moving the camera around without recording. So that's a really cool feature as well. Sorry. Also, we've got, oh my gosh, the autofocus. We've also got manual and autofocus. I use auto all the time. Then we've got face detection, which is another great one. It'll detect up to, like, I think 20 faces at once. And even if it's sideways, it'll detect the faces. So that's another great feature for that. Those are all the on-screen features. So this is the simple menu, and then the on-screen menu while you're recording. Then you have a third menu here that's at the bottom here, and that is all your settings, such as the frame rate. You can turn it on to 24p progressive, 30p progressive, and then the 60i standard, which is just the really fast frame rate. That's the one most people use. Then we have all the options. You can turn on and off the digital zoom, the zoom speed. There's 3 different zoom speeds, stuff like that. There's also really bad windscreen on this thing. So you definitely want to get an external microphone if you're going to do that. You've got some other settings here. Here's the one for the actual components of the video camera, font size, LCD brightness, stuff like that. There's more settings on here. English, battery card. So none of that really matters. So those are that is the on-screen stuff on your little firmware in here. It's actually a really nice program inside here. I really like it a lot. Most of the time I have it on MXP, if you're wondering, because I do short shots and then I upload to my computer real fast. So that is the on-screen menu. So let's go in right now to the other stuff. So we'll turn it off here. The design. I really love the design. Most people talk about that first, but I'm sorry. I just want to dive right into the program stuff. So, really, the design is just wonderful. It includes a wonderful design that you can just understand and operate really well. That's about it for the design. All I would recommend this camera a lot. If you don't really know what you're doing, but you know you want to jump into the HD world, this camera, I'd recommend Canon's line. Other than transferring it to the computer, I found no issues at all. Although Windows 7 is compatible with AVC HD now, that plays it in Windows Media Player, and I bet you if you update Vista, it will work with that as well. So that's really great. Alright, well, that's pretty it for my review. Believe me, if I've skipped anything, feel free to message me and I will answer any questions that you might have. And in a couple days here, I will post a full video quality test, sound quality test, the whole bit. I will review each of the 5 different playback modes for their quality and in full 1080, and you can check the whole bit out. So just in a couple days, they're probably already out now that you're watching this. So thank you for watching my review on the sorry, I'm going for my camera again. I've been watching my camera review lately too. Thank you for watching my review on the Canon Vixia HF200 full high definition camcorder. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.